Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. U.S. economy dip. The U.S. economy contracted by 0.3% in the first quarter of 2025. Trump's tariffs led to a surge in imports as businesses stockpiled goods. So this downturn raised recession fears and it led to uncertainty in the automotive sector. HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, I want to share with you my why. I started my podcast to cope with imposter syndrome and ended up building a business. Now I help others find their voice and turn it into a creative asset, which inspires me to share with you something new we cooked up. It's called the Anti-Impostor Podcast Starter Kit. Everything you need to start your podcast, feel confident, and sound amazing. Even if you think you have no idea what you're doing, you can now get your free copy at SAFENEW.MEDIA. That's SAFENEW.MEDIA. Do you know the characteristics of a self-actualizer? You may be one if you hold efficient perceptions of reality. You are correct and honest in the way you judge situations. You're alerted by the superficial and dishonest. You strive for self-fulfillment. You have unique characteristics. These characteristics give you an accurate perception of reality. You engage in meaningful pursuits outside of yourself. That's who this show is for. Self-actualizers, agents of progress. We are making the most of our lives. We don't go to work out of necessity for a paycheck. We have meaning and purpose. HSRL is the only podcast of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on this subject, going live on X. It's not for you, sweetheart, if you take yourself too seriously. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL, it would be accurate to say that the U.S. economy contracted by 0.3% in the first quarter of 2025, which sounds small until you realize it's like saying, I only have a slight concussion after that grand piano fell on my head. It's the first quarterly decline since 2022. You know what caused it? Trump's tariffs had businesses stockpiling goods like it's Y2K. For you kids that don't know, Y2K was when the world panicked at the approach of the year 2000. We thought the power grid would go down and airplanes would fall from the sky. But what happened? Nothing. This time it's different. We're talking a 41% spike in imports, which is a lot better than a 42% spike in imports. Companies sought to get ahead of the higher costs associated with these tariffs. They imported even more stuff from overseas before these tariffs kicked in. It's like setting your house on fire to beat the rush to Home Depot. Oh no, the prices are going up next week. We better crash the economy today. Businesses rushed to import everything: cars, parts, knockoff Rolexes, thinking they're outsmarting the tariffs. They tanked the GDP doing it. Net exports shaved 5 points off growth. 5. It's like saying it's like saving a buck on toilet paper, but burning down your house to celebrate. They're out here playing 4D chess with a checker's brain, and now we're all losing. Imports went up so much that GDP went down. That's right. Buying more stuff made us poorer. That's like going broke from winning too many scratch tickets. Congrats, you're the luckiest loser. The, so, this contraction raised fears of a possible recession. It contributed to broader economic uncertainty. Consumer confidence fell to near 5-year lows. Business optimism declined. Companies and households braced for higher prices and disrupted supply chains. The spike in imports reduces GDP in the short term, but it also reflects businesses' efforts to maintain inventories, right? They're trying to maintain costs in the face of unpredictable trade policy. The automotive sector was particularly affected. Stellantis is one of these automakers. Stellantis suspended their full year guidance for 2025. That's corporate speak for we have no idea what's going on, but we're definitely firing people. Imagine being so confused by tariffs that your business plan becomes let's not have a plan. All because a 25% tariff on imported cars hit them like a dodgeball to the face. Sales dropped 20%, plants shut down, layoffs. Man, it's like their whole business model got T-boned by a semi. They're not making cars, they're making excuses. Meanwhile, Americans are out here asking, wait, if we imported all this stuff, where is it? Good question. Sitting in a port behind 17,000 Kia Souls, which is right behind a container full of steering wheels. Those steering wheels don't fit any car currently manufactured. This whole mess proves we're too good at panic buying. We turned a tariff threat into a GDP gut punch. We're out here impulse shopping for entire supply chains. Consumer confidence is low. How low is it? Consumer confidence is at a 5-year low. If it was any lower, you'd have to ask a midget to pick it up. But you know what? I bet those stockpiles are sitting in warehouses now. And some CEOs like, why do we import 10 million fidget spinners? Who's buying this crap? It's like we're living in a Black Mirror episode where the twist is we're bad at economics. So yes, the economy shrank because we tried to get ahead of a self-inflicted wound. It's the economic equivalent of tripping over your shoelaces. That's what happens when you take preemptive measures. You tied them too tight for a marathon you weren't even running. The important thing is that we don't panic. Unless the power grid goes down and airplanes start falling from the sky. That's my time. I got to get back to work. Share this, retweet on X, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. You're allowed to make fun of me only if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. Now, you don't have to do this. No pressure at all. But if you want to, you can go ahead and follow me on X. It's not necessary to follow me on X, but now you can follow SAFENEW.MEDIA. Follow SAFENEW.MEDIA on X, formerly known as Twitter. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. So I do invite you to belong higher. Join our self-actualizer community. You can go to safenewmedia.com/XOXO for details about that. You can get your copy of the Anti-Impostor podcast starter kit at SAFENEW.MEDIA. That's SAFENEW.MEDIA. What I'm about to tell you next will shock you.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
Before making any investment decision, always do your own research. This is not any sort of solicitation to the public for anything at this time. But listen, are you an accredited investor? The reason I ask is because we don't need more money. What we're looking for is to trade up the investors we have for a better class of investor, accredited investors only for right now. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. My team and I are looking for capital partners, brokers, motivated sellers. Secure your place on our wait list. You can go to inveresta.com. When you do, you will receive our investing criteria. This is the data that we use to determine where to invest. Now, listen, don't lose money investing in the wrong location. What's the most important thing in real estate? Well, there's three most important things, right? Location, location, location. How do you know what location qualifies as an emerging market? Now, most real estate people tell you to invest in your backyard. You know what? You can't use that kind of information because what if your backyard is a terrible location? Avoid losing money in a bad location. Pay attention to the data. There are a ton of data points to be aware of, but no one has time to look at everything all at once, right? You have to separate the signal from the noise. So there are 5 data points that matter most. Now, this is for multifamily real estate. Number 1, population growth. Number 2, median household income. Number 3, median house or condo value. Number 4, change in crime level. Number 5, job growth. Great. What do you do with that information? You need to know exactly what percentage of population growth over a specific duration of time. You need to know exactly what percentage of median household income over a specific duration of time. Guess what? You need to know exactly what percentage of median house or condo value over a specific duration of time. You need to know what change in level, what change in crime level are you looking for? The most important factor is job growth. You need to know exactly what percentage of job growth to look for over what duration of time, right? I want you to avoid buying property in a location with negative job growth. Avoid buying property where population is transitory. For example, Odessa, Texas, Ocean City, New Jersey. So we give away this data that we use to find emerging markets, and we give it to you for free when you secure your place on our wait list today. Hit me up on our X profile at Inveresta, or you can go to inveresta.com to get the data in your inbox. Retail investors can send me a DM on X at Inveresta if you want to. Let me know what kind of investment opportunities you are looking for. Accredited investors can get in touch with me today. Call my office, go to inveresta.com. Accredited investors only. This is not an offer or solicitation to the general public. Lastly, Methods of Prosperity newsletter is a newsletter that I write every week. Just like this podcast, I do it for fun. Now, this is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues and it's possible to learn from history. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is intended to share ideas and build relationships. To become a billionaire, one must first be conditioned to think like a billionaire. To that agenda, this newsletter studies remarkable people in history who demonstrated what to do and what not to do. Right now, we're studying the top art dealer in the world. Leave a comment if you know who that is. You can now subscribe for free at SAFENEWMEDIA.com/newsletter. The new ones go up on Beehive. I put the whole series up on a Web3 platform called Paragraph. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter. It's the most popular live stream at this time on this subject, going live on Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media. Unconventional, diversified, global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. My name is Sean Allen Fenn. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.